Oh, this is not a 10-minute video at all. This is going to be like a 2-minute video. Somebody asked me, what's the Clippers' best move? Quite simple. You got to get rid. First and foremost, you made the first correct move. Remove Doc Rivers from the GM spot. That had to stop. He doesn't need to be the VP. He has his hands full just being the coach right now. I would have said fire Doc Rivers, to be honest with you. But the first things first, you got to remove him from the VP. You go put Jerry West back in those positions. You let Doc Rivers just be the coach because he gets too tied with these players and he doesn't want to trade them. He's too mentally attached to the guys. He's a father figure to a lot of these guys. You got Paul Pierce. He did nothing for you. You wanted KG. He would have did nothing for you at this point in his career. You get a lot of guys that do nothing for you. You see the emotional attachment to Austin Rivers, his son. And I get it. That's way different. But there was a chance the Knicks could have made a push at Melo at the deadline. And it reportedly, Phil Jackson only wanted Austin Rivers and Jamal Crawford and picks. All right, that they're idiots. You see how their season panned out. They're idiots for not taking that trade if it was really on the table. First and foremost, you had to get rid of Doc Rivers in that GMVP role. He needed to go. Now you got to make a move on Blake. They're all free. Chris Paul and Blake Griffin are free agents. If they opt out, I think Chris Paul's going to want to get that max contract. It looks like he wants to stay in Los Angeles, even though I think that's a wrong move for Chris Paul. It looks like he's dedicated to staying in that Los Angeles area for his brand, his wife. They do a lot of philanthropy work. I get that aspect of it. It looks like philanthropy and comfort is more important to Chris Paul than winning at this point in the career. And hey, life is about decisions. That's one he has to make. It's not my decision. Chris Paul and Deandre Jordan look like they're picking up steam on these State Farm commercials. They look like their chemistry is growing with each other. Remember, a year ago, a couple years ago, Deandre Jordan was about to leave LA because of the lack of chemistry and the not getting the ball enough. He had already pretty much verbally agreed in Dallas. Now it looks like Chris Paul and Deandre are getting along better. Now it's about Blake Griffin, the surgeries, the injuries. I'm not a big Blake Griffin fan. He used to be one of my favorite guys. I just don't like the way he moved in the NBA. I don't like how his game hasn't progressed. He's trying to develop that jump shot, but now we've lost the explosion. It's not Lob City anymore. I don't know what Blake Griffin is in the NBA no more. Can I get a basket from him with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter? I don't know if I can or not. Some nights I can. Most nights I can't. And he hasn't been available in the playoffs as of late. So I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of done with Blake. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of done with Blake. So now you're talking Chris Paul, if you can get him re-signed, and now you need to make a decision on Blake. I think you either re-sign Blake and do a sign and trade, if that's the best move, or you let Blake walk. You let Blake walk and you try to go get one of these wing guys. It's going to take wing guys to beat Golden State anyway. You're not beating the Golden State Warriors with that Clippers team you got right there. They want to bring that team back, but I think that's ludicrous. You ain't even close. You'll get swept off the court. They were going to sweep them anyway had the Clippers won Game 7 against Utah. You need to get youth. You need to get some younger talent, some wing guys. Y'all really could have used trading up in this draft, trading Blake for some picks. But again, Blake's contract is out at the end of the year. He's going to opt out. So you don't have Blake at your disposal. Y'all need some young guys. You can use a Jaylen Brown. Y'all need to do business with Boston. You can use a Jaylen Brown or a Marcus Smart or some of these youthful guys with talent. They can play the 2 or the 3. Crowder, Jay Crowders of the world. You got to make some moves, period. If you're the Clippers, you got to make some moves. The window is closing, and now the Lakers seem to be on the up and up again, and it looks like the Clippers had a 2 or 3 year window to really claim LA, and now it looks like they've missed that opportunity. Just telling you the truth. I don't know if Chris Paul can be the leading guy to win a championship anymore. I thought he could maybe a year or two ago. I don't know about that anymore. A lot of miles on them legs. Blake Griffin, trade him. Deandre Jordan, I'm actually comfortable with keeping him, even though if I put him in a gym, when I wake up the next morning, if I tell him that he can't make a dunk or a layup, he won't make 6 baskets. I'm cool with keeping Deandre. Great rebounder, great athleticism. He's going to probably age better than Blake, less injuries, less miles on that body. A dunker, a great rebounder, great blocker. Look, you put him with a 2 or 3, I think this spaces the court quite well. A Paul George or Jimmy Butler. Maybe a decent situation for somebody like DeAndre Jordan. But you got to trade Blake Griffin. You cannot come back with that same team as currently constructed. It's just not going to work. Talk to me in the comment box below. What do you think the Los Angeles Clippers should do as a team, organization? What are some of the moves that you should think that they should make? Salute. I'm out. If you're looking to book me for an interview video or by phone, if you're looking to have your music or your skill featured on my daily podcast, if you're looking to book me for a speaking engagement to help motivate some kids, if you're looking to have me rock some of your clothing to help promote your brand, make sure you hit me up at booking@ismrteleferro.com. Again, that's booking@ismrteleferro.com.